He wants to have a match at New Year's Revolution. Oh no! He's here! Corin's gonna be at New Year's Revolution, isn't he? Face him at New Year's Revolution and see what El Idolo is all about. Naito looking in the face of Andrade and pushing him as well. McIntyre taking... No! Neville from behind as well. Oh, wait a minute! Here comes Rollins! But these two rivals are never gonna see eye to eye. Seth Rollins has and will always do things his way, the right way. Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is ECW. We are just a show away from New Year's Revolution. The best way to close out 2018 will be, of course, with an ECW pay-per-view. There is no better way. There is no finer way. We are here in Seth Rollins' stomping ground of Iowa. The ECW champion comes home. And after all that transpired last week, he has a busy night of action coming his way as well. Rollins will start off this evening by addressing what happened last week and the week before, addressing the attacks from Neville and the British Empire, and discussing how it will meet its end at New Year's Revolution when he goes one-on-one against Neville for the ECW Championship. That is how he will start off the show, but he is also going to be competing here tonight in the main event. Drew McIntyre had a part to play in something that transpired at the end of last week's show. Seth Rollins, of course, came out for the save, and now tonight, Drew McIntyre will go one-on-one against Seth Rollins. The difference being, Neville and any member of the British Empire is banned from ringside for this one. And of course, you know Rollins is going to stand alone, because even after saving Kenny Omega last week, that doesn't mean they're on the same page. However, it is time for the ECW champion on the cusp of 500 days to address the beloved crowd here on ECW, and of course, his home state crowd as well. If you hate Rollins, tough shit. These guys love it. Let's go. And there he is, the home state hero. Seth Rollins has arrived. Come on everyone, round of applause for him. He's breaking records. He's at his hometown, or his home state rather, and he is ready to deliver an almightily rousing speech to the crowd here tonight. Rollins is ready for a big contest, of course, as well at New Year's Revolution. But here tonight, he's going to be fighting again like the fighting champion that he is each and every time he comes out here. He always puts on a great performance, and he always does his best to show why ECW is the damn A show and why Seth Rollins is the greatest of all time. And there's just no arguing it, if you ask me. Even after Survivor Series, Seth Rollins started things off by thanking everyone for the reception in his home state. This is where Seth Rollins cut his teeth as a wrestler, and everywhere he goes, he doesn't forget them, because he knows every time he comes back here, this is one of the few places in the world that truly appreciates greatness like Seth Rollins is. And of course, it would take the great state of Iowa to recognize it. But Rollins has real business to discuss tonight. It's good. Don't forget, make sure that people remember how much you appreciate them. But Rollins saying that last week he was put between a rock and a hard place, where he had to save a man he hates from a group he hates. Saving Kenny Omega from the British Empire was one of the toughest things Seth Rollins has ever had to do, and he wants to get one thing clear right now. That does not mean he respects Kenny Omega in any way. He was just taking care of his own business. Rollins saying he will take care of his own business again in the main event here tonight. The British Empire are banned from ringside, and he does not want Kenny Omega to come anywhere near him. Rollins will take care of this business himself. He will take care of McIntyre himself, and in New Year's Revolution, he will take care of Neville himself. Rollins will single-handedly bring down the Empire. Kenny Omega, just stand back and let Rollins take care of it. 2018 has been the year of Seth Rollins. It's been the year of records being broken and new ones being set with every day that passes, and that continues on at New Year's Revolution. The Empire may well have a grasp on ECW, but Rollins will redesign, rebuild and reclaim it at New Year's Revolution, and it all starts tonight with Drew McIntyre. Rollins with a warning to heed for everyone on ECW. Try as you might to take this roster away from him, he will not give in, he will not give up, and he will not stop until everyone remembers who the greatest of all time is. There is only one, and there only ever will be one. Tonight it is Seth Rollins. New Year's Revolution, it will be Seth Rollins. Message sent, I hope, loud and clear at the start of this show. Seth Rollins rules ECW as he has done now for almost 500 days. And ain't no one taking that away from him. We begin here though on ECW with a triple threat match. The three kind of founding factors to what will transpire at New Year's Revolution in that 6-man ladder match for the ECW Cruiserweight Championship. We know that Ali and Cedric were in the middle of a one-on-one match when Buddy Murphy came in and disrupted it and talked about how he wanted the opportunity. It was from then on, yours truly, the ECW General Manager, put those three in a match, added Hiromu Takahashi, added Zack Sabre Jr., and lastly, Zach Gibson added himself into the match. Boom! We have a 6-man ladder match coming up for that Cruiserweight Championship. You are very, very welcome for it as well. It's time to commence here, though, on ECW with some great Cruiserweight action. All these guys are super talented. There's no ignoring it. Whatever your opinion may be on them, they are all incredibly talented athletes. They all deserve great success as well. Wow. Maybe 2/3 of the field. Sabre Jr. and Gibson. Nah. Just remember who they're aligned with and I'll give you my opinion on them. Cedric Alexander, though, heading towards the ring, fired up here, ready to go for this action. Mustafa Ali going to be the same as him. Ali, of course, coming off of that victory last week over Zach Gibson. However, was attacked after the match by Zack Sabre Jr. Mustafa Ali, though, back up on his feet after and said that it didn't make a difference to him. He took care of his own business after it, and he did what he had to do. He's fine, he's ready to go, and in his eyes, what Sabre Jr. did is never going to be enough to keep Mustafa Ali down. And here comes the last man out. In this one, the man, as I said, responsible for why we have what is occurring at New Year's Revolution. You got to imagine there is a part of Buddy Murphy that is very, very proud of that. There's a part of him that loves the idea that he is the one responsible for why we have that ladder match on its way at New Year's Revolution. If it wasn't for Buddy Murphy, Zack Sabre Jr. could be facing Hiromu Takahashi again. Could have been facing Mustafa Ali. Who knows who he would have been facing. What we do know now is that, of course, this is the result that we've got. Buddy Murphy, if he wants to make true on his word and say that he's going to be the one to rule the Cruiserweight division, well, he has to win here tonight and win in the ladder match in order to make that statement true. And that is, of course, something that is far easier said than done. We've talked about this. You have a 1 in 6 chance of winning. The only one with a higher number than that is the British Empire as a collective group, who have a 1/3 chance of walking out with those belts, with the belt around one of their waists. But each guy in that match still has only a 1 in 6 chance. That's like what? 15%? Less than that, maybe? Maybe a bit more? It's somewhere between 15 and 20% if I remember rightly, and that is, well, that's just not good. That is a low number. I mean, in this match, you only have a 1/3 chance of winning, so we'll see how that one goes. Cedric Alexander going to go after Mustafa Ali here, and then going to try and go after Buddy Murphy. The best kept secret, as Murphy calls himself. Believes he's been overlooked in this Cruiserweight division since his return to this universe after a few months break it was, following the disbandment of Blake and Murphy. Big German suplex there to Cedric. Mustafa Ali, oh no, German suplex off the second rope as well. Buddy Murphy coming out swinging. And swinging viciously as well is Cedric Alexander at Murphy, who sends him up and over the top rope and can resume battle with Mustafa Ali there. Cedric in control right now as Murphy tries to recover on the outside, working over the arm of Mustafa Ali. Get this up on the top rope. Now dangerous place to be. Super kick from Cedric. Oh, I'm not too certain what Murphy was looking for, but he whiffed on it. Buddy Murphy has no problem standing back and watching Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali try and beat each other up for victory here. If anything, it makes his job... Whoa. Ali right back up to his feet there. And a reverse Rana, and Murphy goes down with it. My goodness. Mustafa Ali in that moment really making a name for himself. Up and over that top rope goes Cedric into the outside. Ali up on the top rope, willing to risk it all. Oh no, this isn't going to be good. Cedric up on his feet. Ali, drop kick. From that high up, huge impact, but still a hefty landing for him. Murphy back in the ring now, as is Cedric and Ali, to be fair. Thrust kick into the gut there by Cedric. Lariat, countered stun gun. Oh, and Murphy just socked Ali there with that uppercut, but a great counter from Ali. Big counter from Murphy once again. They're up on the shoulders now. Diamond's carry into an elbow drop, I believe that one was. Cover made. Will that put away Ali? It will not. Momentum is the crucial factor, as is trying to drain your opponent. Maybe make them pick up a minor injury before that ladder match, because the more you're hurting, the harder it is to climb up a ladder and grab a title. Schoolboy powerbomb there. Will that put away Ali this time? No. Murphy, though, hitting with the big moves in this one. A lot of them as well. Down goes Ali once again here. Give credit where it's due to Buddy Murphy. He knows what he's doing right now, and he's taking great pride in it. Gonna drop him down to the side there. Cedric coming back into the ring now. Cedric went to go after Murphy. Whiffed on it. Big mistake made. Go behind now by Buddy Murphy, and a sleeper hold will be locked in right now. Will this put away Cedric Alexander? No, it will not. Big jawbreaker. And Cedric now has him up here. 8-second ride to Buddy Murphy. Murphy going to retort to going outside of the ring. That leaves Ali and Cedric to continue the battle that started so long ago. Oh! Full Nelson facebuster. Cedric thinks it's enough. Is that the case? No, Ali still kicking at it too. Big kick out as well to go with it. And now look at this Indian Deathlock. Indian Deathlock applied here by Cedric. Referee got a good eye on it, but Ali is not going to tap out here. Buddy Murphy returns to the ring anyway. Hurricanrana. Cedric goes down. It doesn't look like Cedric wants to stay down, and Murphy has recognized that. Stomping away at Cedric there, and a lariat brings him down. Ali being picked up to his feet here. Wait a minute. Murphy, is he going to hit that move again? Looks like it. Dumping him down on the side there. And Murphy has him in position. Could Buddy Murphy be ready to strike? Is he going to look for this? He most certainly is. Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law connects. Cedric hits the ring, but Ali kicks at it too. Oh, went for it. I think that was a Meteora attempt there by Murphy, and it didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. Great counter by Mustafa Ali. Twisting neck breaker to go with it, and Murphy goes outside of the ring. Ali now. Powerbomb to Cedric. Cover after it. Wow, only a 1 count. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ali's going to go up high. Could we be seeing 054? Looks like we might. And we will. 054 from Ali, but look who's right there. Murphy right there. And no, he's dumping Cedric out of the ring as well. Dumping Ali out of the ring, rather. Leaving him alone in the ring with Cedric. Buddy Murphy going to try and steal one. Murphy's Law to Cedric Alexander. Buddy Murphy may have just made a genius move. He covers Cedric. 1, 2. Oh, Cedric kicks out at 2. I can't believe that. 054 and Murphy's Law. Cedric kicks out. And Cedric now. Brainbuster to Murphy. Is Murphy done for? Is 1? No. Saved by Ali as he comes back in the ring now, fired up and ready to go. Cedric rolling out of the ring. Here goes Ali. Back elbow. Look at the speed in which he's working with as well. Murphy able to counter him. Great work there by Ali. Kicks him right in the head as well to go with it. Ali comes back in the ring. Counter by Buddy Murphy though. Counter by Cedric. Sorry, Cedric. I meant to say Mustafa. Cedric, though, still recovering on the outside. Speak of him. Counter there. Sidestep by Murphy. Murphy. Backslide. Backslide. Backslide on Ali. Going to try and steal one. No! What a thrilling contest this has been to start things off on ECW. What a neck breaker by Cedric. Just out of the blue, hitting big. Dropkick and Cedric goes down, however. Buddy Murphy really is trying to take control of this match right now. He is desperate for a win. Big counter by Cedric Alexander there. Same could be said by Murphy, though. Look at this half-hatch suplex. No, Murphy sticks the landing. That was incredible. Spin out powerbomb. Mustafa Ali with his back turned to the action. No, Cedric still able to kick out just in time. Mustafa Ali going to try and steal a cover now, and Murphy able to stop that one. Ali picks up Murphy. Counter by Murphy. Counter by Ali. Drop toe holds him into the ropes. Could we see something big here from Ali? Drop kick right in the back. And Murphy retorts to outside of the ring. Another cover attempt on Cedric. Ali begging it's enough. And it won't be. But the more you watch this match, the more you think, how much are these guys tiring themselves out ahead of that ladder match? The answer may be, not for much longer. Ali! Ali! Oh, 5-4 to Cedric. Will that put him away? Murphy up to his feet. Too late! Ali wins. And it shows that the attack last week from Sabre Jr. really didn't do anything. Because Mustafa Ali stands tall again. Ali, will he be the new Cruiserweight champion come the end of New Year's Revolution? Can he climb the ladder to victory and the ladder to the Cruiserweight Championship? That question very much up in the air as we head into that event. New Year's Revolution is a stacked show from top to bottom. There's no disagreeing with it. But wow, that Cruiserweight match could very well steal the show. Nevertheless, it's time to move on to our next contest here. After what happened last week, I wonder what's going through this man's mind. That being El Ingobernable Tetsuya Naito as he faces Rusev up next. Let's start then with a very important match for Tetsuya Naito as he prepares for New Year's Revolution. One-on-one, of course, with Andrade Cien Almas, man who he believed to be his friend. Or at least Andrade believed to be Naito's friend. Naito hasn't given his reasoning, but that's where he excels. By annoying the person who he's in that match with. That is where he is at his best. When he's able to get under someone's skin, and when he's able to just make them tick. And I think Naito really did that as well last week when he came to the ring, stood face to face with Andrade, didn't say anything, and just brushed his shoulder away. That is Naito's party piece that I think even after how long Andrade knew him, it's not enough to just, you know, it doesn't matter how long you've known someone, that trick can work on anyone. And I truthfully believe it worked last week on Andrade Cien Almas. And that's why when those two meet the New Year's Revolution, it's going to be a classic contest. It's going to be a great match between them. But there is that idea of that common bond of hatred for one another that is now forming as we arrive to that show in just a few days. Naito ready to go here tonight, though. He wanted a fight here. He wanted to get himself ready and prepared for New Year's Revolution. When asked about Andrade Cien Almas, I asked him when he wanted this match. I said, what about Andrade? Told me he doesn't care. The thoughts of Andrade Cien Almas are not going to help Naito stay tranquilo. Of course, it is that tranquilo mindset that will lead him to victory tonight. Victory at New Year's Revolution in his mind, and to lead him back up towards that echelon, towards the very top of ECW. Also, if you need some reminding of what these two guys have been through when Naito was on a trip in Mexico, himself and Andrade had formed a partnership, a close partnership, close friendship, and it was Andrade who accepted Naito into the group But as that group disbanded and as Andrade went, and as Naito went elsewhere, of course coming to this universe, Andrade was left to himself essentially. It seems as if the way that Andrade was wording everything, that it was almost false, you know, it was fake. Andrade didn't really mean what he said about Naito being his friend. I think once Naito left to come to this universe, that friendship ended. There's no doubt about it in my mind. We'll see about that, however, but here we go. Between these two now, Rusev and Naito one-on-one. As they gear up for... Well, Rusev could be gearing up for New Year's Revolution. Talked about this last week as well. The ECW Television Championship will be defended in an open challenge. Braun Strowman saying he doesn't care if it's one person or 10. He will defend his title on that evening. But he said he doesn't want an opponent to be chosen for him. He wants them all to just walk through that curtain and face him for the ECW Television Championship. I have not heard from anyone, and it'll be just an open doors policy essentially come New Year's Revolution. Whether we end up having another multi-man match, or whether Minoru Suzuki knocks everyone out backstage and goes after the TV title himself, we'll find out. What I can say is that I think there will definitely be more than one in that ring to try and take out Braun Strowman and take away that title. I think Rusev could be one. I am firmly of the belief that Minoru Suzuki will be another. Maybe Adam Cole after his performance last week. There's plenty who there could be, but we don't really know who there absolutely will be. You know, for a fact, though, the Naito cares more about Andrade Cien Almas right now than he probably does about trying to recapture that television championship. It's been a great 2018 for Naito and ECW, though. Started off hunting that ECW television championship whilst having and had a great Royal Rumble as well, where things really started to turn around for El Ingobernable. And from then on, Naito just saw success after success coming his way. Good counter from Rusev there, pulling Naito back and using his raw power to take control of Naito now. Throwing him off the ropes there. Lana watching on at ringside. Oh, there's the match kick from Rusev. Struck big on Naito. Will it put him away? No, not enough has been done to Naito to secure a victory in this one. Rusev might just be one move away, and this could be that move. The accolade is applied by Rusev on Naito. Naito will not give in though, and he evades the hold and hangs on in this one. Naito turning him round. Koji clutch from Naito incoming. Look at how he locks that in on Rusev right away. Lana watching on in worry and concern for her husband, but oh, Rusev able to elbow his way out of it. Big power from the Bulgarian brute to escape that one. Turning him round. Chinlock applied now. That knee of Rusev digging into Naito's back. Naito able to evade though, get out of that one. Oh my goodness, rolling kick there from Naito. Lana getting involved, however. Naito, in theory, shouldn't be falling for these distractions, given the fact that Zelina Vega will probably be making a disturbance at New Year's Revolution on behalf of Andrade. Rusev hoping for something here. Naito, though, does his best to stop him. Big elbows as well into that head of Rusev. 3 of them, and he can't hang on. Rusev does fall to the mat right there. Naito in now, has the leg. Pulling it back as well. That's going to hurt. Lovely bit of work from Naito as well as he hits with that drop kick. And look at this. This is what he does best. Just playing around in the match. Now he's able to make it look like he's doing all of this with ease, no matter who the opponent is. Naito now, Irish whip. Off the ropes comes Rusev. Arm drag. With the message ahead of New Year's Revolution being sent to Andrade in the best way that it can. And the final piece of the puzzle, Destino! Lana trying to get involved again in this one. Trying to help Rusev back into this with whatever she can. Naito attempted to attack him from behind. Oh! What a kick in the face from Rusev. There's a big hit from Rusev, and now he's applying a nerve grip here on the shoulder of Naito. Thinking he's got enough in him to try and put this match away here. Not going to happen. Sweeps the leg away from him. Naito might have been thinking another big move there. Gets countered by Rusev. Lifted up to his feet by him as well. Rusev sends him into the turnbuckle. Went to charge at Naito. Naito moved out of the way. Not once, but twice he was able to move out of the way as well. Big leaping neck breaker. Naito knows what he's doing in this match, and he knows how to pick up a win as well at any means. DDT attempt maybe. No, counted. Counted. Roll up on Rusev. Is this enough? No! Close, but not close enough. Naito doesn't really want to let this match go on for too long, otherwise he'll be worn out. Ahead of New Year's Revolution, and it looks like Naito is ready to end it right about now. Destino! Lana with the interference, trying to distract the referee. And Naito just taking some time to himself. Covers Rusev here. There's 1, 2, 3. Just enough. Lana slides at the ref, but it's too late. Naito wins. And how about that, Andrade? That could be you at New Year's Revolution. Naito leaves the... Whoa. That was Andrade. Andrade looking Naito down as he goes after Rusev, yeah. What is Andrade doing? Naito coming back in the ring. And the fire's on between these two before New Year's Revolution. Naito unloading away on Almas. Up and over the top rope goes El Idolo. Naito making the save for Rusev whether he wanted to or not. Things really heating up between Naito and Almas ahead of New Year's Revolution. No doubt. Well. The mind games, it certainly, if you asked me, backfired right there and then for Andrade. He was trying to see what Naito would do. Naito bounced, and Naito got rid of him as well. Sticking up for Rusev, even when Rusev didn't want it. And I don't imagine Naito needed to do it either, but there you have it. They are certainly ready for New Year's Revolution. There is no doubt about that one. We are ready to continue on here, though, with the action on ECW. Coming up right now, Oney, Lorcan of the Four Horsemen will go one-on-one against one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions in Harper. We saw last week Wolf in action as he dismantled a local talent really, relatively easily. And we questioned where Harper and Rowan were. I saw them on the ramp at the start of the show, but then, as it turned out, I was wrong. They moved away from the ramp. We saw them at ringside when Wolf was celebrating his victory, but during that match, and I'm going to show you the clip backstage here as you see right there, they attacked Carl Anderson backstage before Luke Gallows came in and made the save there, trying to get under the Good Brothers' skin ahead of New Year's Revolution. Certainly effective, if you ask me. A divide and conquer tactic may be the idea for Downfall last week there. The Good Brothers are not here tonight. They asked for the night off so they could train, and that is exactly what I have given them. So as a result of it, Harper will compete here tonight. But the first blow has already been struck, courtesy of Downfall. Will the final one be struck at New Year's Revolution with new ECW Tag Team Champions? If you ask me, it's a true quest really to see who the best team of 2018 is. Is it the Good Brothers or is it Downfall? I have said this heading into this tag team match now. I think Downfall are the best current tag team, and they proved it at Survivor Series. But I still believe that the Good Brothers are the best tag team in the world, and no one will convince me otherwise. But if Downfall win at New Year's Revolution, it'll certainly put a hefty dent into my train of thought of how great the Good Brothers really are. And I've talked about this so many times, and it still rings true. What a difference now near 3 months can make. From languishing around to doing nothing under a leader who didn't care about their reasons, didn't care about their needs, to the ECW Tag Team Champions under a new name, a new look, and a new man at their side as well. Rowan being the real difference maker for them as well, but so too is the leadership of Harper as he gets ready to try and take care of Oney Lorcan. Member of the Four Horsemen, of course, who had his most recent success at Survivor Series when he took part in the clean sweep of Magnum Opus. So here we go right now. Oney Lorcan looking for a huge opportunity here. Of course, if Lorcan could pick up a win over Harper and Downfall go on to retain, could we be looking at the next #1 contenders for those tag team titles? Overhand punch there by Lorcan. Went for a spinning uppercut. Harper able to evade it. And look at that, just choke throwing him over his head there. Harper really is something else. He is a sick, twisted man. And that is what Downfall and MK Ultra made him. Look at how he's just throwing shots here at Oney Lorcan, who's unable to respond. Pump handle, fall away slam to go with it. Lorcan just feeling the punishment, the torture of all these moves. Still new to this universe, of course, is Oney Lorcan, and he has, of course, joined a great group to try and get some success within it, but this might not be the time, the hour, or indeed the opponent that he will get such success under. Lorcan trying to fight back right there, though, trying to impress as Roddy Strong stands at ringside, the co-leader of the Four Horsemen, the modern-day enforcer of the Horsemen. As the leader, of course, Chris Jericho made his return at Survivor Series. Could Jericho be someone we see in that television title match, maybe? Oh, running big boot from Lorcan there. I like that. The moveset of Oney Lorcan is great. The striking, it very much harkens kind of a westernized version of Strong style to it, but oh, Harper is just a powerhouse in every sense of the word. Sidewalk slam again, and Lorcan will go down. Try to get right up to his feet, but that may not have been his wisest decision. Harper has him now. Back suplex, and we'll just dump him down into that face buster. Roddy Strong looking on with concern, as he should, because Harper is ready to end this thing. Here we go. Discus clothesline connects. Could that be the fate of the Good Brothers this Sunday? Harper wins with ease. Downfall dismantle another opponent on their way to that title match. And honestly, the more I look at these guys, the more I think of how dangerous these guys truly are. They arrived late into this year, but it's safe to say they could be the tag team of the year. And a victory over the Good Brothers may well cement that. We are so close to New Year's Revolution, and we are so close as well to seeing a man I never thought we would... Wait, what? No. No, you're kidding me, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going backstage. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's Corin. Corin's at ECW again, and he's attacking Cena. Double underhook brainbuster to Cena backstage. Cena was doing action up next, but Corin trying to take that away from him. Oh my goodness. Head first into the breaker box there. There is no remorse being shown from Corin right now. That's the breaker box this entire arena. What are you doing? Corin, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. We need help. We need help now. Cena had told me that he wanted to face Corin at New Year's Revolution, and I said, reluctantly, fine, you can have the match, but after that, I'm not too certain if there is going to be a match. To the fucking breaker box. I'm surprised we still have power in this arena. The one thing is for certain is that Cena could have suffered electrical burns. He could have all sorts of degrees of burns on our second, third, maybe even first. There is a likelihood right now that Cena just got taken out by Corin. A man not even signed to this roster or to SmackDown. He will not... He's relentless, isn't he? He never knows when to stop. He never knows when to... He's the worst. He is the worst creation of mankind that I have ever seen. And the way things are looking, he's going to be a New Year's Revolution. My pay-per-view. And I have to deal with the most vile, vitriolic bastard this world has ever seen. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about him. Let's focus on this main event. Drew McIntyre one-on-one against Seth Rollins. These guys have met before in the past. There has been plenty of animosity, plenty of bad blood between them as well, but now they're on two separate paths. McIntyre prepares for Kenny Omega at New Year's Revolution, whereas Seth Rollins will look to defend that ECW Championship against Neville. If he does so successfully, day 500 will roll around the corner and his record-breaking reign will continue on, surpassing Bobby Fish's by some 4 months at that point, should he win. Let's all hope, of course, that he does. Here comes the arrival, though, of the man, of the greatest of all time, of the ECW champion, Seth freaking Rollins, coming home to compete here in his home state, where, as he said earlier, he cut his teeth in this ground to make him the very best. Rollins ready to compete here as a result of it. Will this go the way that Rollins wants it to, however, against McIntyre? I believe that it should. McIntyre has been having issues trying to get one over on Kenny Omega as of late. The only reason he got one over on him last week is because he was a manager at ringside and was able to have that grasp on Omega, stopped Omega in his tracks. They couldn't follow up after it because Rollins came to make the save, but that was a one-time thing. As Rollins said, he does not respect Omega, and he does not want Omega at his side here tonight or anywhere near him. It is Rollins who will end the Empire, and it is Omega who will watch on. We'll see how much that rings true, though, because there is a likelihood with everything that has gone on these last few weeks that Rollins might not be the one to end the Empire. Neville could be the one to end Rollins. It's been a crazy few weeks here on ECW. 3 weeks ago, he was the #1 contender. 2 weeks ago, he shoved a ladder into the face of Seth Rollins. Last week, Rollins made the save, however, chasing off McIntyre and Neville. This is not a predicament he wants to be in, but he is left with no choice but to oppose the Empire. And that has left Rollins on his own. He's knocked off Sabre Jr. 2 weeks ago. Tonight he looks to knock off McIntyre. One-on-one in this main event of the evening. Here we go between these two. They've met before for the ECW Championship. It was around this time last year, actually, about 11 months ago at the Royal Rumble in a fatal four-way. Rollins, of course, retained the title at that event. And it was from then on that McIntyre became frustrated, disenchanted with his beliefs here on ECW. And it is when he led himself to turn to the side of the British Empire. McIntyre works around it. Hammerlock applied here. Rollins going to transition around as well. Hammerlock of his own here on McIntyre. And able to wrench on it as well. Not the best start that McIntyre would have wanted there, but oh, big boot to the face of the champion. Of course, should McIntyre win here and go on to beat Omega, I'd say Rollins does retain a New Year's Revolution. There's no doubt in my mind that we could be in for a straight one-on-one match between these two guys again, and they'll meet again at the Rumble, this time for the ECW Championship. McIntyre has him in. Look at the strength of this man! Survivor Series was the crowning night for Drew McIntyre this year. 3 eliminations. Sole survivor to go along with it. And the reason why the British Empire are on such a high head of steam heading into New Year's Revolution, why they even had that head of steam going for them. McIntyre was responsible for it. And will he be responsible for a great night for the Empire? Come New Year's Revolution, can himself, Neville, Sabre Jr. and Gibson result in them heading out with 3 of the 4 titles on this brand? We await to find out, but right now, things are looking pretty tough between these two guys as they fight with a lot of bad blood and hatred between them. Rollins might have been thinking buckle bomb maybe in the turnbuckle, countered by McIntyre. Reverse Alabama slam by him as well. Oh, that is a brutal move, and it just goes to show the strength of this man as well. Spades he has it in. Spades and spades of it. McIntyre, back body drop. Rollins not looking at his freshest, and I have to think that has to do with a lot of the attacks over these last few weeks. Think about it, we saw Sabre Jr. working over the leg on the night where Rollins ended up with a ladder on his face as well. Rollins probably still reeling from the attack at Survivor Series by Corin as well. But he keeps on fighting. Injuries or not, Rollins keeps on going, and with the Seth Walker, he almost had McIntyre done for. Hoping to connect with something big here. Has him in a hammerlock, but McIntyre able to get his way out of it. Headbutt for McIntyre as well. Could that be enough to pin the ECW champion? No. Rollins kicking at it too. Turns him round now. McIntyre going to try and use his raw power there to take control. Counter by Rollins. Reverse Rana snaps him down. Nicely done indeed there. And McIntyre grasping at his head on the mat right there. Now is the time, though, for Rollins to really take charge here. Kick in the gut, might have been thinking curb stomp. McIntyre denies it. Power bomb. Wait a minute. No. McIntyre in the turnbuckle. No. Rollins, please, no. Claymore kick. And a cover from McIntyre for victory. Yes. Rollins doesn't stay down. And he won't be staying down to the Claymore kick either. Fights back here. Big forearm in the face. Rollins, God's last gift. Nailed him with it. No cover made though. But Rollins bouncing back in this one. Telling McIntyre who the man of ECW is. Who rules this place and who has done so for the last near 500 days. Sling blade from Rollins. McIntyre down again. Here we go. Hit big. To the turnbuckle we go. And this time Rollins will look to connect with it. Pure strength. Riling him on for this one. Buckle bomb connects. Will this finish McIntyre? Wow. It will not. McIntyre kicks out at 1. Rollins now talking down to No! The Empire! The British Empire! Sabre Jr., Neville and McIntyre unloading away on Rollins. This is a mugging of the champion. This is revolting. This can't be happening. Oh my goodness. Neville stands off at ringside here to watch on. McIntyre in the ring. Claymore kick to Rollins. The damage has been done. The Empire cheating to get one up on Rollins again. This is a mauling of the greatest of all time. And it's not done. Now this is just easy pickings. Neville wanted in here. He's the one who really wanted to send the final message. And with Rollins down, Red Arrow! Red Arrow! Oh my goodness, this is over. This is vile. And the Empire are out of here. McIntyre standing in the ring as if he won this thing. And it's Omega! Kenny Omega hitting the ring! And here we go! No! Counter! Counter by McIntyre! Oh my god! A headbutt! And Omega goes down! Oh no, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Omega's down. McIntyre! McIntyre, no way! Claymore kick to Omega! Kenny Omega is down. Oh no. The Empire stand on top of the final ECW of the year. Could this be the same for New Year's Revolution?